Well, a comedian is taking on a very serious subject and using laughter as a tool to help heal hidden wounds.
And WGN's Annabella Ball introduces us to one of Chicago's very own.
I know it's a cliche, but in the case of comedian Anthony Fuentes, laughter has been the best medicine to help the veteran deal with the PTSD he developed after tours in Afghanistan and Iraq. And now he is hoping to help heal his fellow military brothers and sisters with his comedy.
Mr. Anthony Fuentes!
It's really no surprise that Anthony Fuentes ended up on stage.
As a kid, believe it or not, I was always laughing and always cracking jokes. I would stand in front of the TV telling jokes, and my mother actually used to always tell people, either he's gonna come out a lawyer or a comedian.
And when he decided to join the Army at age 20 because he says he needed the discipline in his life, his fellow soldiers became his audience.
You're always supposed to be serious, which I was when I needed to be. But there was always those moments where they'd be like, Fuentes, come make me laugh. You know, I had Sergeant Atkins, who was a very close sergeant of mine, and every time he loved my impersonations of the other soldiers. So whenever he was feeling down, he'd be like, Fuentes, come here, bring up morale, come on, come make us laugh. And I'd sit there and I'd actually perform.
Combat engineer Fuentes was bringing up morale in the battlefield as part of the 4th Infantry Division 299th Engineer Battalion of the U.S. Army. Anthony was deployed twice between 2001 and 2003 to Afghanistan and Iraq.
It was a scary time. We've never been to war. What are we going to see? What are you going to do? You know, you're so caught up in the moment of being there, you don't reflect on what could possibly be happening to you mentally or physically.
And re-entry was not easy for Anthony. He felt lost trying to get his bearings in civilian life. He found himself anxious, angry. Anthony says he tried to calm himself down with alcohol and by getting in trouble.
Latino families, we don't believe in doctors. We're like, mira, ese nene está loco. He just needs Vicks. Ponte un poquito Vicks and it'll go away.
Who forced you into therapy?
The police. It was the wake-up call I needed, though.
Anthony was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder. He started seeing a therapist regularly.
During my sessions, she would ask, what are your hobbies? What do you like to do? I remember always wanting to be a comic, but never actually pursuing it until my nephew went to go to Laugh Factory, this very Laugh Factory, and I asked him, find out how to get on an open mic. One day I just said, I gotta go for it. I realized at that moment, I felt a weight off of my shoulders, off of my chest, and it felt for the first time in my life, this is where I belong. People don't believe me when I tell them I was in the Army. I was like, I'm in the Army. They're like, bro, you look like you ate an Army.
From his first comedy set, Anthony has been self-deprecating and very sincere about his struggles with mental health.
I was like, Mom, PTSD, something wrong with the head. She said, Dios mío.
He says it's now part of his tools to deal with his PTSD.
I realized me joking about it made it easier to finally confront it and deal with it at the same time. I started using stories that I went through in the Army as a way to kind of release and talk about stuff I've been through, not only with the Army, but with family. And, you know, tragedy could turn into comedy if you handle it the right way. And it's been a benefit because, you know, I've been able to help others with that as well.
Especially fellow soldiers, his brothers and sisters, who he tries to entertain with laughter as often as he can.
I look like everybody's fat cousin.
Anthony is now a full-time comedian working stages all over the Chicagoland area. He is happily married and a father of 2. He credits comedy, prayer, and therapy for feeling the happiest he's ever been and encourages others, especially in the Latino community, who are struggling with their mental health, to look for help.
Our culture has a history of not getting help, instead dealing it with just yourself. I think that's what hindered me and hinders a lot of us from going to get help, because we're afraid or we're embarrassed. You have to look at it as like your family's family no matter what. Family's always gonna love you. I'm happier than I've ever been. I finally found myself.
Veteran and comedian Anthony Fuentes, one of Chicago's very own.